Let's get this closer. How's it going, Anna? How was your week at work?
It was awesome. Never better.
We're going to save that for the last year because we'll close out with a little Pink Floyd, right? I heard that you have people in your family that appreciate quality music,
Yes.
Such as Pink Floyd.
Oh, yes.
Yeah. Oh, okay. Well, welcome. So we are sitting down with Anna T.s, who's been our fill-in secretary at the helm, really, because when I'm gone, you are at the helm. You've made some major church decisions this week, haven't you?
Not too many, but a lot of planning and stuff with the bulletin, definitely.
God bless you. Thank God for the bulletin work that you do, that you did. So you came up with the name of this segment, right? And do you think this was divine inspiration when it popped into your brain?
No.
No? That's very modest. That's a good quality.
It's because there's somebody else on the internet who does a similar segment.
Oh, okay. Let's know. Well, we can plug them. Who was your inspiration?
Quickened.
Oh, very cool. So they do a few questions, right?
Yeah.
And so what was your thought that we can name this segment?
5 Fact Friday. So it's similar. It's alliterative. Yeah.
Yes. Okay. So tell me one more time.
5 Fact Friday.
5 Fact Friday. Yeah. Because my dyslexic brain wants to put like 5 fun facts or 5 Fact Friday. Okay.
Could be 5 fun facts.
It's going to explode on the screen. That'll be fun. So I thought too, I was thinking for 5 Fact Friday that I'm going to try to ask you 5 questions, find out 5 facts from you, right? And so what I'll do is I'll give you $5 for your charity of choice, right? Not to go blow on whatever you want to spend, but a charity of your choice. So be ruminating about what your charity of choice is, because then, and so the exciting thing, $5 doesn't go too far. And as we've established already, by the way, we have a studio audience here. We have Bella in our studio audience, and she has a explicit chore today. She is counting the questions I ask, because for every question over 5, that's an extra $1. I'm going to give you an extra $1 for every rambling extra question I throw in there to appease my curiosity. And we have Sarah today too, and Sarah is very special to you, right? You are siblings.
Yes. It's
right?
My sister.
Any sibling rivalry?
Of course not. There's nothing there. Never has been.
Always peachy?
Oh, so peachy.
Peas
Sarcasm
and
carrots. For sure. Yes. There's always a bit of sibling rivalry, I think, is a healthy amount with any siblings, but we keep it civil for the most part.
Oh, that's cool. Yeah, that's good. Is that true, Sarah? This is our fact checker.
Yeah.
Sarah is the fact checker today, and Bella is the question counter. Let's just get an update here, and I'm sure people are going to help us on the comments. How many questions are we up to right now? 3, and I haven't really started with the questions I had down, so you're already in the money. This is a good day. You can't do that on the stock market.
Yes.
You're already in the money. Okay, so first question. Are you excited about this? It's a pretty easy question.
I'm very excited.
It's a narrative question, I guess. About your narrative story. How long have you been connected with Foothills Congregational Church?
Pretty much as long as I can remember. I think what our mom has said is that when she was pregnant with me, she really wanted to find a church that she could stay with that would be a good environment to help raise her kids in. And then this is where she settled, and we've been here ever since.
Oh, fantastic.
Yeah.
Well, you guys are well-adjusted kids, young women. You've done the kid journey already. Now you're young adults, and so I think there's some success in part of that. That's good. Okay, the second question. Now, this is a contentious question. I mean, this is really probably divides the world into two categories: dogs or cats.
Well, I do like both dogs and cats. Unfortunately, very unfortunately, I'm allergic to cats.
And therefore, cats are evil and dogs are moral.
Cats
and
are not
holy.
evil. I wish I could have a cat.
Insert cat memes.
I recently looked after one of my friend's parents' cats while he was away. And that was awesome, being able to come in and pet the cat, feed the cat, clean the litter box, and get out before my body rejected the cat.
Oh, right. So you had like a window. It was like a Mission Impossible. Did you have the music of Mission Impossible going in your head?
No, I mostly had silence listening to the cat purr. Yeah.
You know, that's hypnotism by the cat, and they have a subversive mission here. This is a working theory, but you know they're hypnotizing you, trying to do their bidding.
I do it. I do the bidding.
Yeah, don't you think it's curious that dog and God involve the same letters?
I do think.
Molly, come here.
Molly.
Oh, yeah. We have a cameo appearance. So speaking of dog and God, come here, Molly.
Hello, Molly.
Oh my gosh, you're a good judge of character, right? You stayed down and came over and greeted us. Oh, let's go over.
Come here. Oh.
He's smelling.
This is
Molly.
my dog, Molly.
Oh, you are a beautiful canine, Molly. How old is Molly?
She's about 13, and we rescued her when she was 2.
Oh, beautiful. Wow. So what was the story about her rescue situation?
We aren't really sure, but the story goes that she was found under a man's trailer with 9 puppies that she had just given birth to. And so then she was given to an adoption center, and they raised the puppies until they were old enough to be adopted, and then we got Molly.
Molly, wow.
Yeah.
Precious Molly.
Definitely. She's a good girl.
Yeah, she's very calm and good energy.
Mm-hmm.
Let's see, that was dogs and cats was like my second question, but how many questions have you counted so far, Bella?
6.
I think there's probably more, right? But that's good. So you're well on the money. Okay, this is an exciting one. What are your exciting upcoming plans?
Well, after this summer is over, I'm gonna be studying abroad for the next semester, which is extremely exciting for me because it'll only be my second time leaving the United States.
Where was the first time?
Costa Rica.
Really? Yeah. Costa Rica?
Yeah.
My Anna went to Costa Rica.
Mm-hmm.
Anna B. and Anna T. Is there a rivalry between Annas, do you think? Or are you guys on the same team? Is it like Team Anna, or do you have other Annas and you're like,
I think it's definitely we're a team of Annas that we're very similar. I think I keep like talking, and then I'll be like, oh yeah, I do this thing too, I do that thing too. Maybe it's because we're all like raised in a similar
maybe so. Hippies named you, maybe hippie spirit sensitive hippie kindred people named you.
Yeah. Yeah, but we're definitely like solid.
You like to read books?
Yeah.
It's a check mark, Anna. Yeah. You like music. You're very talented.
Mm-hmm.
Very cool.
Sarah,
were you ever jealous of Anna's name? And did you guys ever talk about trading names for a little bit?
No.
You never like, what would it be like to have the name Sarah? And you've never been like, what would it be like to have the name Anna?
No.
You might think about that. It could have changed the whole course of your lives if you were named Sarah.
Mm-hmm. Sarah used to have friends named Anna.
Yeah. And Sarah.
You might, it might be kind of floating in your head. You're like, oh, Anna, yeah, that's a good name. Sarah's a good name.
Yeah.
Right? Yeah. Sisters. That's awesome. I interrupted your exciting possibilities, right? So you've been to Costa Rica, now you're going to
Chile.
Say it really loud and proud.
Chile.
Yeah, oh good. And where in Chile?
Valparaiso.
Oh, bueno. That's awesome.
Yeah.
Very good. So are you nervous? Will you miss your parents? Just say yes.
I'm gonna miss them so much.
Yeah.
Yeah. I think
that wasn't enough. You will miss them every minute of every day.
Maybe every other minute.
That's reasonable because every minute is.
The minutes that I'm not missing my parents and Sarah, I'm missing Molly.
Oh, that's that's good. That's very good.
Crushing it.
You are crushing it.
We also have 3 pet rats who I will miss as
3
well.
pet rats. How old are these rats?
They're not that old.
Man, you're just getting me to ask you more questions. Man, you're so smart. You're banking today.
Yes. The rats, they don't live that long, so we've gone through about 3 or 4 generations.
I know I can Google this, but it's so much more interesting to ask you, Anna. How long is a rat's lifespan?
2 to 3 years.
Is that tragic or okay? Or are they okay about that?
I think it's harder for the humans than the rats.
They're very intelligent, aren't they?
Yeah.
Have you ever, oh gosh, no, maybe your dad or your mom remembers this movie. I think it was called Ben. It was a horror movie about a rat. So probably it's not, PETA would not like it. And people who love rats probably would not like it. But that was one thing in my psyche. But I'm not I'm an animal lover. So
yeah.
I'd be cool with rats. Would you ever, are they able to travel with you and go places? Ride on your shoulder?
Oh, Sarah really likes to have the rats on her shoulder because they'll like hide in her hair because it's longer.
Oh yeah.
But for me, they tickle too much.
Oh yeah, their little toes and.
Yeah. I stick with them on my lap usually.
Oh, very cool. Oh, like oh, nice. How big are they? Oh, they're just okay.
That would be maybe the RUSs.
That's like a sewer New York.
Like from
rat.
Princess Bride.
Dragging the pizza across the New York streets.
Oh, pizza rat.
Yeah, pizza rat. Yeah. That's a whole different. So that's not like a pet rat. That's an independent, autonomous rat.
Yeah.
That will survive nuclear blast.
Or like the RUSs from Princess Bride.
Oh yes, rodents of unusual size. Yeah. Yes. I had a Princess Bride quote in lectionary class, and I was very, very pleased with myself. I don't remember what the quote was, but that's a good one too. All right, so that was question 4, but we're well past 4 questions. I wanted to ask you about organic chemistry now because I know you're studying this, and so I'm a very much novice individual when it comes to knowing what all that means. But my appreciation for nature is there, and the magic of chemistry, the sorcery of chemistry. Tell me something maybe of spiritual significance that you've learned while studying organic chemistry. Something that has transcended just your normal curiosity and academic study, and you've said, oh my God, that teaches me something about life, that teaches me something about spirituality, if that's a thing for you.
I would have to say it's not specifically organic chemistry, but in my STEM studies, I had one professor who studied chemicals and particles that would be they would like create structures independently if they're put in certain conditions, and develop these elaborate things on their own.
Self-organizing.
Yeah, I forget
intelligent, sentient, some
no.
consciousness, some minor.
More with the like charges and
Just like
polarity.
fractal organizing.
Yeah, different like chemical physical properties of the substance, because it would be like in a certain environment it would form this thing, but then if you change the environment it would dissipate and stuff like that. But I was like writing this essay for him, and he was a physical chemist, but he was teaching a class that incorporated a lot of different subjects. It was for my core class, which at my college, which is Scripps College, we try to integrate a lot of seemingly disconnected subjects.
Find tangent points.
Yeah, and so I was really like struck with how the same ways that there are certain conditions that have to be met to have the right structure formed in this like scientific, chemical, physical environment is so similar to the same requirements that have to be met to form structures and form bonds in a social community environment between individuals, and how like even though I feel that I'm like so different from just a particle in a solution that I think, from my perspective, only reacts based on its physical properties. But it's,
you don't know the other magic at work, and
the
pull
I felt
and the tug,
connected to that.
The pull and the tug of the system that we are a part of.
Yeah.
You know, a similar thought to that, in the spirit of that, I've often thought about activist type of people, advocates, environmentalists, or environmentalists especially, being the white blood cells of the earth, because they're the ones that are rushing to the infection and raising awareness and trying to heal the earth in some sense. And other advocates and other activists, healthcare activists, I would think too. The overall struggle of humankind, and the deficiency of well-being, that people who have a heart and soul for that kind of thing are like the white blood cells. And I can't remember the technical, the scientific name for white blood cells. I can never pronounce it, but it starts with an L. I always like leukocytes, or it's closer to that.
Oh, is it neutrophil, Sarah? That's one.
White blood cells.
Oh, we can one type of white blood cell.
We can Google it really fast.
Maybe.
Yeah. Well, anyway, that's a mystery. But yeah, so that does that kind of go with what you, or is that just romanticizing and really going hog wild with it?
In some ways, yes, because it's a very complicated system in the body, but it's also a very complicated system in like real life, in our own experiences of activism and things that we want to change and go for and feel like you are the one who's making change, and then seeing the change you can make.
Yes.
And it can feel like you're a white blood cell with like other white blood cells, but then you're like still part of the whole immune system that's hopefully keeping the body running.
Right. So as a way of a metaphor, analogous And the tricky thing with analogies is that eventually they break down, right? You ride them too much and they unravel. But that's a interesting thought. And why would we not? If you do a little exercise in reduction and you distill things down to the quantum levels of reality, that those are the building blocks that make us who we are. So you would think that there's some physics involved, that some principles involved and some dynamics involved. And it's, I guess, to your point, what I hear is that some of that stuff is maybe there's some continuity in the story from the smallest into the scale of size of things. That's very cool. Have you been thinking about what your charity or cause of choice might be? Did you have it like right away, or you did like instantly? Or did you like have several
like
that you were like, I love them, I love them, I love them?
I think the one that popped into my mind first was Planned Parenthood.
Planned Parenthood, and what a timely contribution, and that's what I'm enthusiastic to support. So in fact, what I'd like to do with the help of our question counter, how many questions did you tally, Bella?
18.
18? Wow! And we'll round that to 20 for sure, but if our folks find more questions, and if you go back and you're like, I know you asked more than 18 questions, and you're very studious, and we'll make that donation to Planned Parenthood. And then what we'll do is we'll ask the viewing audience that were so kind to push play and actually listen to the end. God bless you. We'll know if you liked it and you didn't listen to the end. This is how we'll know. So what you can do is you can match that donation out of the generosity of your heart, so $20 or whatever it is, to Planned Parenthood in honor of the 5-Fact Friday. I had to really be intentional with my alliteration to get that out. So thank you for naming this segment. Thank you for volunteering this whole week. And thank you for running up the question tally. You're very smart. You're very diplomatic too. And it was very nice to get to know you. So let's close with some gospel. And I think this is Pink Floyd, Eclipse. That's rap. So how did that go? Good. Not too painful.
No, not too painful.
Yeah.
I think I probably will come across very tense, but it's
That's natural. And no, that's okay. But you were very attentive, so that's a part of being sitting up straight. That's good. Do you have to do a lot of presentations at school?
Yes, but it's still stressful. I think the presentations that I'm actually the least stressed about are the ones that I do in Spanish.
Really?
Yeah.
Well, why is that? Because you're so concentrating on the Spanish that you don't have time to.
Yeah, a lot of times it's because the subject is very, very interesting, and the language. So instead of thinking about the subject and how I'm presenting, like everyone's looking at me, my brain is too full of like other things.
It's hard public speaking. I'm an introvert, and it's a hard thing. I call myself a strategic extrovert. I don't get scared, but it's not mine. I don't get excited.
Speaking to people is probably very big part